Hi, welcome to the Elvis Conspiracy. I'm Jeff Dixon. We're talking about the life and the death and the life of Elvis Presley. The series is designed to look into the death of perhaps the greatest known entertainer in the history of the planet, in some ways, to many, Elvis Presley. He passed away on August 17, 1977, yet there are some people that don't believe that he died on that day. And so this has been a series where we've been looking at a series of events, circumstances, things, evidence, if you will, that may prove or disprove it, depending on the filter you're listening to. We've been careful along the way not to necessarily say what our final conclusions are, and we're going to actually offer a conclusion or two as we get to the end of the series, and we're going to make some spiritual points out of it. So if you stay with us for the series, it'll be fun. This particular episode, though, is an Elvis question. It's a question that comes out of one of our previous episodes on the Elvis Conspiracy where we were talking about the autopsy. The question specifically is this: why, Jeff, is there a second autopsy report? Now, we talked about the autopsy. We talked about a different autopsy that was done, how it was filled in a little bit differently. You can go back and check that episode. I think we even put pictures up on the side of that. But there's a lot of speculation, obviously, around Elvis's death. And so the Presley family decided at one point that they wanted some solid answers as to what happened. So according to multiple reports from multiple sources, the Presleys requested a private second autopsy, which was completed, but those results have not yet been released to the public. As a matter of fact, it turns out that the follow-up autopsy report is sealed by the request of Elvis's father, Vernon Presley. And Vernon's request was that the signed-off second autopsy would be sealed until the 50th anniversary of Elvis's death, which is August 16th, 2027. It was back in 1982 when ABC, in their television show 2020, went all the way to the Tennessee Supreme Court to demand that the autopsy report be released, but their request was denied. And that second autopsy report remains sealed to this day. What does it contain? Is there some blockbuster information that's going to come out of it? Probably not. But it's believed that that autopsy report will give a better explanation as to perhaps what was going on in Elvis's body, what was in his system. Is there more to it than that? Don't know. Matter of fact, we won't know till 2027. And so come 2027, we'll come on the air with a special report when they finally do release on that particular date, August 16th, the results of that second autopsy report, now unsealed 50 years after the fact. But until then, that's the answer to the question. Apparently, the family wanted answers. They wanted a more in-depth report. They were looking for some specific answers, and the answers that they got were of such a nature that the Presley family, basically Vernon Presley, decided that they needed to be sealed. Beyond that, it is merely speculation, which just adds to the conspiracy, of course. And so for all you conspiracy theorists out there, we just gave you another log for your fire. For all of you who think that this is just silliness, why are you watching anyway? Look forward to joining next time as we continue the Elvis Conspiracy.